The clone troopers and Wookiees currently line the beaches of Kashyyyk. They're waiting patiently for the droid army to show themselves and assault. And they don't need to wait long, as the droids arrive with a horde of infantry as well as a plethora of AAT tanks ready to go and blast the sandy beaches to smithereens. This is going to be a realistic Clone Wars invasion of Kashyyyk using the brand shiny spankin' new Gates of Hell Star Wars Galaxy at War mod that has more realistic AI, more realistic texturing, and just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful atmosphere. So let's get right on into this thing. If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below what other battles would you like me to recreate next. Let's go.
What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2, all of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel.
Alrighty then, boys, let's go ahead and press start right now and check out what goes down between the droids and the clones here in this realistic Battle of Kashyyyk. We've got a bombastic start here with rockets going out from both the droid and the clone tanks at the moment, as well as a lot of laser fire from both as well. We've got some of these 41st Elite Corps troopers here along with Wookiees, and these guys are completely free roaming. So they'll advance, they'll retreat, they'll do whatever they need to do in the current situation to hopefully get a little bit of an advantage going against the enemy. And right now it seems like they're pushing up. We've also got a lot of static standard clone troopers throughout the battlefield too, some shinies if you will. Looks like that TX right there ends up going down early. And we've got a little dockyard here with Wookiees and clones defending this bad Larry, taking some pretty good shots at some of these B1 battle droids that are coming on up here. Looks like we had some guys very far forward who have been gunned down very easily. Poor dudes. It looks like some of the AATs have gone down as well. We can actually see which ones exactly. This one's gone down. This one here is decrewed completely. I can't tell with this. I think that one's still alive, yeah. And we've still got a bunch more, though. There's plenty of AATs to go around currently. This TX is down, though. This one's down. And this is the only one actually on the beach still left alive, though they do have one behind the fortress walls here that will still be able to fire. So 2 TXs still alive for the clone troopers and Wookiees, but it doesn't matter too much because the AATs I don't think will be able to make it through here and navigate their way beyond the wall. I think they'll probably die out after that. Wow, the clones are like literally trying to go into the water here practically against these droids. That is definitely going to be a little bit of a mistake. I would stay behind cover if I were them, and there you go. There's a bunch of incoming laser fire just smacking them around, killing some Wookiees, killing some clone troopers, easy peasy. Why are you doing this, guys? Yeah, see? Oh my god, they're zeroing in on you now and getting tons of kills on you. This is like the easiest thing to avoid ever, and you're not doing anything to avoid it. A few of them did retreat back and are proceeding to go further back. A few more try to run back and end up getting blasted completely. Oh, you buffoons. You absolute buffoons. Here comes a rocket. It's a little late to the party because pretty much all of those Wookiees and clones ended up dying out front there. And that is a large portion of the exterior defense that the clones are rocking right here. So that is a dang shame. We got some more clones and Wookiees over here on the left flank, though, still capable of fighting. But there's a lot of droids now. They're getting gutsier and starting to proceed further up the beachhead here. You'll notice some of the water is like flashing and stuff like that. That's just because water in the Galaxy at War mod for Gates of Hell is very glitchy. I don't fully understand it. Like if I zoom all the way out, it gets super glitchy. So, but if you stay like kind of close in, it looks normal. So that's what I'm trying to do at the very least. I don't know, my guys. Over here, this is still a very solid barricade. The barricades over here also still very solid. So the clones are not done on the beaches at all. They've still got a very, very solid defense here. Let's go into normal speed for a little bit as these droids begin to really come in. There's a lot of incoming fire currently. Not a ton of outgoing fire from the clones though, and that is slightly worrisome. This TX back here did end up going down. It is now dead. So there are no more tanks for the clone troopers on the beach currently. They're all dead or decrewed. And the droids still have, it looks like 4 or 5 AATs in working condition. The clones do still have bazookas to fire at them, like this guy right here. But they're just a little bit too far away currently. But they definitely would be able to take out some of those tanks if the time came. But for now, they're just going to have to vibe out on the beach and resist these AAT shots. They're not doing a good job of resisting it, but I mean, it's a very, very difficult thing to do. Again, I don't think they'll make it past the wall though, so the clones should be safe at that point. Let's slow it down a sec here because it is getting kind of laggy with the amount of shots going out. We've got a bunch of droids here. They've almost reached the beach itself, but the clones and Wookiees over there are continuing to puppy guard the beach pretty good with some good shooting, and that'll prevent these droids from launching their beach assault just yet. They're still in the water for now. Now the water is very glitchy right there. Yeah, if the AATs wanted to just concentrate fire on this blockade, it would make it so much easier for the droid infantry to actually push all the way forward. We'll see if they end up doing that. By the way, guys, just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I did it in the last video too, but I'm just really trying to plug this video. I did a really cool Lego bank robbery video on Daily Bricks. It's like I spent so many hours on it, and I just want people to see it. So over on Daily Bricks, if you guys are into Legos or bank robberies or anything like that, funny edits, it's over on the Daily Bricks Lego channel. It's a Lego bank robbery video, and it's one of the best videos I think I've ever made on YouTube. And I'm not to toot my own horn, I believe I have made some pretty good videos. So go check it out if you guys have any interest in that at all, and I really appreciate it. There's also a giveaway over there too if you want to win some Lego stuff. But either way, the first of the droids have reached the beach now, and they're dying. Was it really just that one droid? Is there any other droid that's reached the beach? Hold on. Let's see. Yep, that's the one droid. Oh, wait. Oh, this guy was so close. There we go. Now some are making it onto the beach. On the far right side seems to be their play. There are snipers on top of these columns here. And so these guys might be able to get a number of kills on these droids. They're going to be very hard to hit themselves because they're kind of head glitched up there. So that'll play. That'll definitely play in this battle for sure. But, I mean, the clones still are holding steady on the grounds. Now, some people were commenting that we really haven't had much of a clone victory in the year 2024. So far, pretty much all of the victories have been going to the droids. So let's see if the clones can finally pull one out of their buttholes. At the moment, it's not looking too good, but we have to remember there's still the backup defenses within the walls. It's a much smaller defense, but it still does exist over here, and they'll have this nice little choke point, and you know how we feel about choke points on this channel, baby. They make the world go round, so that certainly could be super duper helpful. But at the moment, the droids are very slowly moving forward, eliminating clones as they go. And it's not great. The clones are getting decent kills here and there, but it just really takes AAT fire to kill a bunch of clones, and then they're dead. Yeah, it's the AAT fire that is the most deadly at the moment. The droid infantry is probably getting a few kills here and there, but you know, the big kills are like 3 or 4 clones at a time just from a big old rocket or HE shot from the droid tank. So that's a major problem. Why don't we go ahead and time lapse a little bit of this beach assault, because you know, right now it's slowing down a little bit, and I think that'll be pretty interesting to see in time lapse form. All right, there we go, boys. It took some doing, but the droids are finally like big into the beach assault now. They've actually landed their troops on the ground here. I don't know if they're taking real heavy deaths or anything like that. Okay, it's pretty bad for them. Red right now are dead droids, yellow are dead clones. It looks like, yes, on the beach, some droids are definitely dying. It's nothing astronomical. It's nothing that the clones aren't going to be able to deal with long term. Or sorry, that the droids aren't going to be able to deal with long term. It's not like a game-changing amount of droids dying, but it is enough that it is making a difference. Some Wookiees right there laying on the ground. There's a couple clones left alive amongst the carnage right there. There's an AAT coming up this way. Still a few clones up top here. There's like a little bunker here with this clone trooper firing down. That's pretty cool to see, actually. So he's getting some work in against a few droids. That's very nice. A couple droids exploding. I don't know how they're exploding exactly, because there's no TXs out here. So I don't know. Maybe there's a clone down here who was able to throw a grenade. I don't see any living clones, so I really don't know why that droid just exploded. Not sure. Yeah, there's just a couple clones here. The beach defense is just about washed at this point, and they're going to have to start the back-end defense after this, which will be a whole other challenge because they've got a choke point, but there's still a ton of droids up here, and the droids are very, very clustered together at this point. So we'll see what happens. Let's go into normal speed. If you look at the mini-map, at the top left, red are droids left alive, and blue are clones. Clones only have one tank. Droids have about 6. That's crazy. I thought they only had 4 or 5 left, but they've actually got a lot more than that. Although, again, I'm not sure they'll be able to get through the choke point here. You know, we do need to go down a speed because it is still pretty laggy with the number of droids and clones on the battlefield. And the first of the droids start moving through here. Those Wookiees end up getting grenaded, which is crazy, and shot. So these droids really hate Wookiees, apparently. A couple clones already dead back here. Maybe lucky shots from droids. I'm not totally sure how. But here we go. The burst through in the choke point is happening, and the clones start to get good crossfire down. And the droids also, it looks like, have to look up here because there's apparently a couple clones left alive up here or something like that. Maybe they just died. Oh, no, there's one here. Not sure why so many droids were looking up there. I thought it'd be a more pressing threat, but apparently not. So that's just a distraction, I guess, which is good for the clones. It looks like AATs are able to fire from back there up this way, so some clones might end up dying to that. That's definitely going to be helpful for the droids in the long term. But for now, I mean, the clones are just able to gun down a lot of them. There's a little bit of blood splatter on the ground, meaning a couple clones have been hit by laser fire, but it's not been enough to get any kills. I stand corrected, that clone just died. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Droids can climb up here? Oh, they're glitching and climbing up this way. There's a clone left alive right there, though, so that boy could do some damage if any more decide to climb up there. That's going to be a nice grenade. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold on. Okay, got 2. Got 2. I'll take it. That's pretty nice. Look at all this motor oil on the ground. Yikes. All right, a big burst of droids coming through here, and they're just getting absolutely DC-15A'd in the wazoo. They let the BX Commando droid get a grenade off, and that is going to be bad. Oh, no. Oh, ooh, that is a devastating grenade right there. That's going to disrupt this choke point a whole awful lot and allow many more droids to get in. We've still got these boys back here, though, that are firing through these weeds over this way. So they'll be able to uphold this. We've also got these guys back here who will also be fairly capable, I think. But overall, that definitely was fairly messy right there. That grenade killed a lot of clones. That droid definitely deserves a little bit of a Medal of Honor or something along those lines. Still plenty of droids back here, though, to come forward and to assault this choke point. But it is going to take a lot of work to get through here. We'll see if they're actually going to be able to or not, because it is going to take a little bit. Why don't we go ahead and do a little bit of a time lapse at the choke point here and see if the droids can make some progress over a longer period of time. Alright, well, the droids are still making an effort here, but they are getting kind of locked down right now. Big grenades coming in from the clone troopers. I'd say probably 50 or 60 droids have already died over this way, and the clones, you know, while taking those initial losses, haven't lost much after. They've definitely taken a few hits over here, but nothing crazy. Nothing that's going to make it or break it right now. Still plenty of droids around, though, and they are hopping up here, which is interesting. If they could, like, hop up here and get a grenade down here, that would... Oh, wait, did these guys just die, actually? When did those guys die? But yeah, grenading down from above here would be a huge play. There's a droid right there who could do it. Looks like this clone did end up dying. Did this clone over here die? I did not see him. There were a few droids that came up here too. AATs patrolling around, but again, they're probably not going to be able to make it through that middle zone right there. So that's going to be tough. Let's go into normal speed here and see what we're working with. I mean, the droids can still very easily do this. The choke point isn't like an absolute one at all. I would probably toss a bunch of droids right here, fire up there, try and take out a few clones, because I don't think these guys can hit them from up there. The hill gets in the way, and then maybe turn around and hit those guys. Or you know what, better yet, grenade these guys right off the rip. That's probably the play. All right, we got a few droids making a big break. Big break here. Just get some shots off, boys. You're not firing. Okay, there we go, there we go. Getting some fire out, nice. That's actually a huge play right there. You gotta aim. You gotta hit your shot. They didn't hit a single shot. You gotta be kidding me. The E5 is absolute garbage. What is that? Oh my God, man. At this point, I'm rooting for the droids because of how painful this is. This clone's got a grenade, and he's gonna yote it in there, and that is a perfect throw right in there. Gets multiple droid kills off the rip. God dang. Clones were getting slaughtered on the beach, but the droids didn't even know what slaughter was until now. Holy cow, they are absolutely crushing it. My goodness, man. Another big grenade. And yep, that's like 4 or 5 more dead droids right there. Oh, jinkies, this is rough and a half. Oh my God. It's not even that much pressure on the choke point. The droids just, they literally cannot aim. They got bad aim. Terrible aim. What is this, dude? Oh my God. All right, let's time lapse it again. Give the droids another chance here. All right, light breakthrough, light breakthrough. They took out these clones up here, freeing them up to fire into the right side over this way. Right side is still covered by a number of clones though. Ooh, that guy gets sniped right there, not too shabby. All right, these droids are gonna be able to make a push, and there's still plenty left back here as well. So we're talking probably like 100 droids left alive at this point. Probably a decent number for an assault, and they're gonna try and make it work here. They're pushing upwards, they're getting a lot of good fire out. That's gonna be a sweet grenade right there. Nice one. All right, clones respond with a grenade of their own. Not as good placement, but that will get a kill. Not too bad. All right, droids actually making a little bit of progress here. It took them a while, but they're doing it. That clone line is completely dead, but there's another clone line just up here. Looks like a few droids have climbed the scaffolding yet again, and so are firing down. That's going to distract a lot of those clones, and a lot of these droids are actually able to head glitch from afar and potentially get a few kills that way, so that'll be pretty nice. This is not a amazing position for the clones. It's not bad, it's just very sort of okay. And these droids being able to head glitch from way back here is going to make a big difference in potentially getting some kills on some of these clone troopers back here. You have to remember, there's still clones over this way, and it looks like they're firing upwards. Yes, another droid has climbed the scaffolding over this way. He's got an MG, so he'll be able to do a little bit of damage, I think. I think this thing's decently accurate. I think he's shooting the wall, actually. I didn't see any red lasers go past the wall, so I think he just shot the wall a bunch, so not very impressive. Not the most impressive right there. More droids pushing up this way. And it looks like we do have a couple losses up here. So it's not a complete L for the droids yet. They've still got some spunk in them. Oh, there is a clone still in there. Interesting. Okay, and a bunch keep on spawning up this way. This AAT is completely useless at this point. The barricades are just in the way. They take too much time, I guess, for the droid army to move them. This BX Commando droid is way up there getting shot from multiple angles. He'll probably die fairly soon. I don't think this guy's got a long career ahead of him at this point. So rip potato chip to my mans. All right, another clone died up here, but not crazy deaths occurring at the moment, I'm afraid. Yeah, the droids are certainly struggling. They've got a lot of losses on their hands. Yep. Lot of losses. So red are dead clones, yellow are dead droids. It is getting extreme up in here with the number of dead droids. Very extreme. There's actually quite a number of droids way back here.
that never came forward. So we'll push them forward. We'll force them to come forward and actually participate in the battle. I don't know. There's like a few squads worth back here. So I guess that's like kind of nice for the droids. A little bit of a bonus for them, and they've still got some droids behind the wall there too. So they got that going for them. This blockade of clones is all but dead. There's 2 of them remaining, so the droids did manage to wipe them out. That's kind of nice. But this one is still very much alive. Why don't we watch these guys fight for a little bit? Alright, the clones are pretty much hard locking in here now and just wiping the droids as they crest up this hill because they're firing from this side as well as this side, so we might be getting a big old clone trooper W during this battle. Also, that TX has started to open up, it looks like, on this hill and take out a few droids that decide to crest up that as well. If we look at the minimap, red are droids still alive, blue are clones still alive. The droids are getting picked off bit by bit, unable to really sustain what they're doing at this point. So it's not looking too good for these droidy boys. I think they are probably going to end up biting it pretty soon here. And it's just a matter of time. I think the clones have this section of the map just absolutely on lock. Sadly, they did lose the beach pretty badly. I mean, red are dead droids, yellow are dead clones. They lost the beach big time. But then in here, they did take substantial losses, for sure. Even some losses way out here, which is crazy to me. How did these guys die? Okay, very impressive. But overall, the clones finally did lock it up and managed to hold out. So let's go ahead and do one last little time lapse here of the droids making a final push. Well, boys, that's about all she wrote. Excuse me, hiccup. The clone troopers get a sweet victory right here against the droids. Hundreds and hundreds of dead droids on the battlefield, hundreds of dead clones, but the wall stands. Either way, guys, that's going to be about it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more in the future. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.